Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Thursday, May 5th, 2022. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Feliz Cinco de Mayo. We have a very strong move that occurred in the previous session due to the FOMC statement and rate decision. The rate increased 50 basis points here, and behind Fed Chair Powell's question and answers here, we have a very strong rally that pushes us into the end of the day. That move right there could be enough to get us going higher on a short-term basis back within the trading range. That's what we're in right now. We're in a larger trading range. We have the middle of the range at around 4,400 here, and any early pullback today could provide an opportunity for bulls to defend morning weakness for a shot at afternoon strength. Any push higher could bring us back toward 4,400 over the course of the next several days, and any transition through 4,400 could bring us back toward the top of the range, even if another rejection and a turn down were to occur. So right now we are still in the trading range. We saw a tremendous amount of strength to finish the day. We have our new FOMC key levels down below here, and again, usually when you take it bid, there could be a retest back at that level followed by a continuation. But early on, you really don't want price to push back below the previous session's midpoint or close below that midpoint. Any early weakness here ideally would find strength off the lows and finish higher on the day. You have the previous week's highs. That's around 43.03. That's basically the level to watch. If we can push through those highs, it opens up some upside with the R25 and 50 sitting at 43.50 and 4,400 respectively. So we could be looking at more upside ahead if it can push through those highs. But right now, again, looking to see how the market reacts after yesterday's strength. Can this market find early lows this morning? If so, there could be a turn back to the upside. Again, trading range market holding the edge at the moment. We still may see new lows down the way, but as of right now, we're seeing a turn up off of the lower edge of the range with a shot to see at least the middle of the range back toward 4,400 up ahead. So keep an eye on the previous week's high. If we take a look at the NQ, you'll see the NQ had similar strength to finish the day yesterday. You have your FOMC key level right here. A big rally to the upside. We're pulling back early this morning. Any early pullback could provide an opportunity for bulls to defend for a continuation up. Looking at 14K as the next short-term upside target. That's about 600 points from where we currently are. Right now, this market's averaging 500 points on a 10-day basis. And so, again, we could be looking at a move toward 14K over the next couple of days if we can find early strength off of these lows. Otherwise, any failure, again, to close above the previous session's midpoint would be significant heading into tomorrow's market and could lead to another round of weakness ahead. So today's the key level to watch here is the previous session's midpoint on an end-of-day basis. If you take a look here at crude oil, this one's up about 1.5% and testing the previous month's high price. That previous month's high right here at the 109.20 level. We're now through that at 109.40s. Again, what we were looking for was a push away from 105s to one of the edges, and once we get to an edge, there could be a fade back. While this is the previous month's high, the edge is a little bit higher into the 115, 116 zone. A little bit of a rounded behavior happening here, and we appear to be coming out of that apex of that narrow range. So we could be looking at a bit more strength toward 115 up ahead. Any failure at that edge could bring prices right back down within the range and perhaps even as low as the 94, 95 zone. So we're still in the trading range here with an upward bias in the short term right now. Taking a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now down about 0.8%. This one had a strong move off of support. Again, we've had our monthly market outlook in the previous session here yesterday afternoon. The link to the replay is in the description below, so if you wanted to rewatch that or watch it for the first time, you can take a look at that link. It's about 90 minutes of chart candy there where we're talking stocks, futures, crypto. We have several stocks that we looked at, including Adobe, MicroStrategy, Square, Dollar Tree, things of that nature. And again, this one right here has been holding that area of support, that 3,800 level, for quite some time. We got ourselves a new FOMC key level yesterday, but you'll notice right here the January FOMC continues to hold as support. That's a staunch level of support there at 38K, and again, any bounce here could lead us not only back toward the midpoint of last month's range at about 42,500, but through that level could bring us back toward the break even on the year, back toward 46K. Again, even if that means another rotation back down. We're clearly in a trading range right now and showing strength off the lower edge at the moment, at least on a short-term basis. Again, can price pull back towards, say, 39K and find strength? If so, we could be looking at a $3,000 to $4,000 push back toward the previous month's midpoint. Looking at ETH, very similar price action. This one's down about 0.8% as well at the moment. Yesterday finishing strong. Again, this one here holding the 2800 level. That 2800 has been significant support. We got ourselves a new FOMC key level at 2856.5. Again, early pullback this morning could be led could lead to a finish of strength here back toward 3000. Maybe even push this thing back toward 3200, which is basically the previous month's midpoint. So if the market can withstand early weakness to begin the day, there could be a stronger finish later on with a 1 to 5 day rally back toward the previous month's midpoints. Again, you typically don't want price closing back below yesterday's midpoint in that scenario. So that level could provide a bounce point up ahead. So again, right now, major support here, 2800, 38K in Bitcoin. Those levels holding firm. You have the ES holding that 4100 level. You have the NQ holding 13K. So those are all significant areas of support. And if we can turn off these levels, we could see a short-term rotation back toward these upper levels. Again, 3200 could be in play up ahead for ETH. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.